Greetings, wise ones. This is Melissa from 8th House Wisdom, author, astrologer, feminine energy, and stellar planning expert. I'm here with the new moon in Leo for 2022 video. This is the creativity moon of the year where you can open your heart to create your future. If you'd like to learn more about how to do that and apply the Lunar Wisdom Formula, stay tuned for the next portion. So, here we are, almost done with 7 months of 2022. And on this Thursday, July 28th, at 1:54 p.m., we will experience the yearly new moon in Leo. This is an important time because this is also the halfway mark between the lunar year. The Lunar New Year starts with the new moon in Aquarius. Aquarius's opposite sign is Leo. So we have literally reached the heart, not only of the solar calendar new year, the lunar calendar new year, but we're also journeying into the heart because we are in Leo season and Leo rules the heart. It's time for us to connect with our own power structure that's internal and innate and given to us through the warmth of our heart, our care, and our consideration from others. Anything that you can do that is heart-centered right now is going to set you on a pathway to prosperity. In addition to the new moon occurring on this day, there is also a trine being made from the moon to Jupiter, the planet of expansion, which actually happens to be turning retrograde on today in the sign of Aries. That also is going to give us some inner insight. Thinking about how a retrograde would work with this expansive planet, it's kind of turning that energy inward and causing us to expand on the inside. Great energy for the time that we're in this Leo season, with currently the moon and the sun in the 5th house. So we have got a lot of power to work with. I highly encourage you to speak your truth, because that's what's going to get you the best results during this period of time. Leos are about authenticity. They generate a warmth and are known for their generosity. So we need to encourage and embolden ourselves to be unapologetically authentic, to be who we are. And in doing that, we will unlock greater manifestation power and secrets under the energy of a new moon, which is the energy of initiation and getting started. Just to give you a note, Jupiter moved into Aries on May 10th. So we spent most of the year with Jupiter in Pisces, which gave us a lot of spiritual depth and warmth. Jupiter in Aries really kind of got us active and rip-raring and ready to go once we moved into the fire element. And this retrograde will pull us back into the watery sign of Pisces. So you will really want to take a look at some of the things that you've had in the works since May 10th and see how you can use the inward focus and expansion to build out things that may not be fleshed out or might end up showing up for the highest good of everyone involved. It's not about making as many outward steps like the Aries initiating energy would push us to do. It will be about making inward initiatory steps to ensure that when we're finally ready to release, everything is ready to go. I want to focus a little bit on August lunar wisdom. I know these are the last days of July, but this new moon ultimately is what's setting us up to experience the lunar cycle of August. So you want to first get an idea of what this particular cycle is going to be working for us. Leo's focus is going to be on children, fun, games of chance, and the like. We will be shifting in the middle of August into Virgo energy, which will give us a more of a decided approach and desire to be of service, to analyze, to connect with the environment and the earth, and to be more domestic. That's the energetic container that the next 28 to 29 days lunar cycle will give us. We're starting with the new moon in Leo on July 28th, followed by August 11th, first quarter moon in Scorpio. All of the important lunar phases, first quarter, full moon, new moon, and last quarter, will be in fixed signs. So when it comes to August 11th, we really need to be thinking about and using our Scorpio spidey sense to bring in a level of certainty and commit to the process that we set up and initiated and sowed our seeds for at the time of the Leo new moon. First quarter moon is a lunar check-in to help us push the energy up the hill to reach August 19th full moon. That's the full sturgeon moon in Aquarius, where it's then time to release and look for results. It represents the deciding moment where you know that you have channeled enough energy into your manifestation, and so now you must release it so that it can go do its work and bring things back to you. By August 27th, when we get to the last quarter moon in Taurus, we're really going to need to reconsider what we reaped and sowed during this period of time, with an eye towards balance, asking ourselves, what do we know and how can we apply that to be in better stead? Again, the new moon in Leo is also about creativity. Archetypally, it represents the king and the queen. These are the royals of the zodiac and expected to be treated as such. Now is a really good time for you to delight in desires of your heart. Know that you have increased luck and abundance. It is a good time for you to go play the lotto or hit the slots or any of those things. Do an ego check because Leo rules the ego, and you really want to review your image and check in on the drama that you bring, because everybody got a little bit of drama with them. It's flair, right? It's what makes us unique. Check in on that to see whether or not it's aligned with the image of yourself that you want to deal with moving ahead. This is also the highest vibration moon for setting intentions and making wishes and manifesting in a big way, because it's all about creativity, and intentions at the core of it are about creativity, right? We intend something so that it will manifest in the physical. So you want to use this energy wisely. And you also want to remember, every thought that you have is an intention or a prayer that we are sending out to the universe. This is why they talk about cleaning up our thoughts and having a spotless mind. We're not all going to get to a point where we have a spotless mind, but we're going to want to make sure that we are watching the quality, the color, the timbre of our thoughts, because we don't want to be sending prayers and intentions in the opposite direction of where we want things to grow. That's why it's so important to check in with your heart. If you are speaking from your core, where you feel a warmth in the center of your body, you know that you are on point. If you find yourself articulating the things that you want to manifest from up in your forehead, where your brow is furrowed, and you find yourself thinking hard, take that as a clue that you are not necessarily in the right energetic space, and you need to go do something to get yourself into your body, because that is where the manifesting power is going to come from. Children are a function of creativity when it comes to the 5th house. So some of you might be out there wanting to make a baby. Romance is also a function of the 5th house. Children and romance, romance helps us get to children sometimes. If you're not wanting to create new life, maybe you want to create heartfelt romantic experiences. You want to create fun. Digging into your creativity and unlocking that is absolutely key right now. It is important for us to be willing to overcome our anxieties towards being seen and visible, so that we can really show up as the beautiful divine beings that we are. So let your inner lion or lioness out and let them roar for the next 2 days, as we are really basking in the new moon energy. And to close out, I want to give you a few questions and journal prompts to really help you set your intentions and engage the creativity of this new moon to open your heart and manifest big. A few things you want to ask yourself right now is, how can I create more time and space for fun instead of remaining focused on productivity and getting things done? Be a kid. Tune into the teenage ego state that Leo brings and really allow yourself that opportunity to engage in fun. Fun raises our vibration. Raising our vibration increases the speed with which we manifest. Number 2, what are 5 things I love the most about me, and how can I share them more with others during the next 2 weeks, right? We really want to work on not shying away from being visible and sharing who we are with the world around us. So, what do you love about yourself, and how can you really lean into that? Don't think yourself a braggart or being egocentric in a bad way. Think of yourself as refilling your tank of confidence. And last but not least, how can I present the most confident and creative version of myself to the world? How can I tap into my creative and dramatic gifts right now to open up my heart space? These are all things that if we are able to do them, it really puts us in the best possible place to experience powerful new moon manifestations and create all over the place. This to me is the power of working with the lunar cycles and employing the Lunar Wisdom Formula every month. It can really support us in living our best lives. Having said that, in order to apply the Lunar Wisdom Formula, you need to have your birth chart. And you need to know your stellar GPS points, your time, your location, and your date of birth. If you don't have a copy of that so that you can really apply the things that I am speaking about in this video on a practical level, I want you to head over to my website. You can check out the link in the description below to get yourself a free copy of your birth chart so that you really know what's happening and have the best information to fill in those missing pieces of planning that got lost when we took astrology out of our calendaring system. And if you'd like to get a little deeper into this process, then I highly suggest you check out my very affordable DIY guide, The Lunar Wisdom Formula. It's an ebook available for instant download. It is on sale until 9/22/22. So you can hop on over to my site and grab a copy of that, which is full of all the information about the new and full moons for the year and additional important astrological dates as a bonus. And it really walks you through the application of the Lunar Wisdom Formula every 2 weeks so that you really stay emotionally, energetically, and creatively in the space that you want to be in. And if you're looking for an even higher touch program where you have more contact and support, check out my guide and monthly membership called Lunate, the Wisdom Circle, where there are videos, workbooks, and lots of curated information to support deeper understanding of how to apply the Lunar Wisdom Formula, as well as other energetic pieces that would be affecting us during this period of time. I really hope that you found something of use and of value in this video. If you did, make sure you check out the coordinating post on my blog, The Wisdom Well, and please make sure that you comment, like this video, and if you feel so inclined, subscribe to the channel to help me to continue to make great astrology content. Sending you lots of light and love and open-hearted creativity for the Leo new moon of 2022. Until the next video, wise ones, light and love and take care. Blessed be.